Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm Ranga Rich, or SLR Ranga, and unfortunately, I am by myself tonight. I've got absolutely no friends tonight, which is a shame. But yeah, I'm bringing you SLR Season 4, Division 1 around Silverstone. We've got 16 drivers with us at the minute. We've got a couple joining for the race. Couldn't quite make the start time, but not to worry, we should have all 3 qualifying sessions. Just hoping the stream's gone live. Still waiting for a bit of a notification. But I gave it enough time, so it should be good. Who's going to be the first one out? That looks like a Red Bull. Bezos or Parrot? Oh no, someone's already out. Bottas. VRT Bottas, first guy out on track. Everyone's on the softs at the minute, even though very few have left the pits. Okay, there we have it. VRT Bottas will be our first man to set a time today. Only 2 cars out on track as things stand, just him and Bezos. Both of which are fairly new drivers to SLR. VRT Bottas was part of, well, without a doubt, probably the best battle in the history of SLR last week in Austria. I had the pleasure of seeing that with Jocko. That was very good fun. I wonder how he's going to get on today. Crazed Bear, who the man who he was battling with, is here again tonight. Hopefully, we could see another good battle between these two. But I think he'll be hoping for better. I think they were fighting for 11th at one point. But let's see how he goes on this lap. Unfortunately, he's invalidated. Sorry folks, my mic just cut out for a second, but unfortunately Bottas has invalidated. Next person on track to start his lap will be Bezos. Recently joined the league, did Bezos. Takes quite a nice line into turn 1. Keeps it in overtake. Late break in. You want a wider line here to give yourself some more speed onto the Hanger Straight. It's Hanger Straight, isn't it? I always get them confused. Apologies. Here we go, Buzzers into the end of the first sector. He's obviously gone purple. He's the first person to set a legitimate time. Not a great line through there. Yellow's in 3, someone going slow. Yeah, this is the Hanger Straight. Sorry, I was just checking just to make sure I got it right. This is the Hanger Straight. Okay, so the other one is the Abbey and Club. Okay, I'll get there eventually. Right, Bezos into the final corner. So 27.8 so far. We're looking to go a bit faster than that. I'd imagine the fastest time is going to well and truly surpass that. We've got a Mercedes. Is it a vote? Into the pits. And a Ferrari, is it? Freeman on his outlap. Go back to Colca. No, it's not Colca, it's a Force India, sorry. Crazed Bear, who is on a lap. Crazed Bear crosses the line. It's a 26.9. Almost a second faster than Bezos. It's a good time. And there's someone goes to the line now. It's John. I just missed him. 26.7. Goes fastest. Next person to come up to the line is going to be Bottas, I think. Try and find him. Here he is. He's pushing hard. And it's a 27.4 by Bottas. This McLaren, it's Kolka. Kolka with a 27.1. Not a bad time. Still plenty of room to find. Risland comes straight after over the 27.2. Gonna go to SLR Freeman with that fresh gamer tag looking nice. Onto the hanger straight, chucks it into overtake. He's gone purple in the middle sector. What line is he going to take going into Stoke? Carries a lot of speed into there, keeps it in 5th. Goes a little bit wide, but he's going to be alright there. Right, into club. Up to the line. It's a 26.8. It's just about, well, it's exactly a 10th off John. It's not too bad. There's another Alpha. Is that John on his in lap? Certainly is. I think it's McLaren there. I think it's Clara's Casper. Oh no, it's Kolka. Kolka on a push lap. Is slightly up on her time, but she's low on ERS. Kolka does improve. Actually had a purple third sector there with with low ERS. Mizzy is on an outlap on the Wellington. I'm sorry, on the Hanger Straight. I always get the two of them confused. Is that Freeman just gone past? He's on an in lap. Who's after that is Jam, looking to make it 5 in a row tonight. Would become the first driver in the history of SLR to win 5 races in a row. So that is something to look out for. ARL Mercs. Hopefully his internet holds up tonight. I was on the stream last night with Riggs. Tune in and check that out if you haven't. It was a fantastic race in Division 3, as was a fantastic race in Division 2 on Wednesday night. Was it Hamlin out lap? Yeah, so Midsy's going to be the next person to think. Oh, Midsy spun it just as I was trying to find him on the ladder. He's spun it. He lets them all go. So right on board with Jam, looking to make it 5 in a row. Purple in the first sector. He's going to have some bit of a challenge in front of him to beat John, but look at it, he's got some good early pace. Freeman and Craze Bear also not far behind. It's good to see the likes of Craze Bear, especially in the last couple of weeks, finding some pace and some good rhythm, but look at it, Jam's that's going to be invalidated. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame because it looked like he nailed it. It's just a bit of a kick on the force feedback, so I think he's probably... Sorry, not on the force feedback, just on the wheel in general. But that's going to have pushed him right off there. Midsy is going to be going again, even though he's spun on that set of tyres. ARL Mercs has not invalidated, so he's behind. Might get a nice little slipstream here of Midsy. He is. He's going to get a very nice slipstream. He's gone purple in the middle sector as ARL Mercs. And then there's a Merc. I think that's a Voke behind going off in the grass. Mercs. Into club now. ARL Mercs with the purple third sector as well. Goes 4 for the 27.0. So with the purple middle and third sector, John's time, especially in the first sector, must have been pretty impressive. And here's Jamham. Invalidated last lap here at Cops. How's he going to go again? keeps it in overtake here. What line's he going to take? Takes a lot of curb, turns in quite nicely. It's perfect. Had to lift off a little bit, wasn't quite flat, but the line was perfect. Nice lines through there from Jamham. Been a good lap so far from Jam by the look of it. 27.9 goes third. Still 2/10 to find to beat John as things stand. Obviously with only 16 drivers at the minute, we're going to lose only one. It's going to be interesting. The minute no one's going to have crashed out. Kolka's retired in the pits thinking she's done enough. I think she probably has for the 27.0. Midsy's coming in after setting a 1:55.7, so he's definitely going to have to improve on that. Fingerboy is on a lap and he's coming up to the line now. He's going to improve by the look of that. 27.3 with the likes of Midsy yet to set a time. Bottas back out again. Probably have to come back out again, will Fingerboy. So far there's some very quick times from these Div 1 boys. Yeah, we're going to ride on board. No, Evoke is on a lap. Focused on a lap. Ham is not. He must have been validated. So where is Jam on a lap or is he on an in lap? Jam's on an in lap. Where is Evoke? We're going to ride on board with him. Oh, he's invalidated. And he's in the grass. Oh no, Evoke. Is that, who was that? Very close to him. Is that Bottas? Ooh, thank God he's on an out lap. Okay. Luckily, I thought Bottas was on a lap for a second, but luckily he's not. But Evoke has lost it. He's surely going to have to come in and get another fresh set. Yeah, in he comes. Hasn't got a lot of time now. Bottas starts his lap. I'm going to ride on board with Caspitter here. He's probably had a bit of a nice slipstream there from Fingerboy on the straight. Goes a little bit wide at Stowe, but that's usually fine. And Caspitter only goes 15th fastest with a 28.1. A lot of drivers retiring now, thinking they've done enough. Power Quicks is on a lap. He's just over a 10.5 up on his time. See where this puts him. Doesn't carry as much speed into Stowe as some of the others have, that's for sure. Up to the line now, it is a 27. Puts him 10th. Now Spitter's on another lap, he's just up on his time. But he's coming in. Just going to have time to come around. Midsy needs to set a time at the minute. He's actually going to be knocked out. Takes a nice line through that. not purple in the middle sector, but he's up by almost 23 seconds, which is a good start. Nice lines. Coming now through Vale and into Club. Midseed to the line. Goes fourth with a 26.8. That should definitely put him safe. It's now getting to the cut-off point. Caspiter's got to get out now if he's going to make it through. It's looking tight. I think... Where's Ham? His teammate. He's second. He's in the pits. Is Caspiter going to make it out? I don't think he is. I think Caspiter's going to be out of qualifying, folks. That's going to be it. By the look of it, Evoke's going to start a lap regardless, as is Finger Boy. I'd imagine anyway. VLT Bottas stays in the pits. He knows he's fine. Caspiter is coming out, but he's not going to have time to come back round. He's not going to manage that, sorry. That's going to be Caspiter out of qualifying, out of Q1. Figure Boys on track. Evoke's round again. Not... Where is he? He's at Maggots and Beckett's. He's at Beckett's. Almost like he's driving the short circuit. Caspiter at the tyres. He's crashed. By the look of it, from being on the mini map, he's crashed at the start of Maggots and Beckett's, or halfway through it. That's going to be that. That's compounded it. Even if he could miraculously get around. I'm not quite sure what Evoke's doing. He is coming in. That's disastrous for Evoke. Then we're going to watch Finger Boy. He's down on his time. He needs to improve on a 27.3. Some good times though from these boys. Definitely demonstrating why they are where they are. There's not that much to separate them, really, between John in first with a 26.7 and VRT Bottas in 13th. There's only half a second. There's really not that much to separate these guys. Finger Boy comes in. Bezos is on a lap. He's looking to improve. He's a tenth and a half up. I'll definitely push him up the grid, even though he doesn't necessarily need to. It's all the practice they'll need for Q3 though. Q2 is going to be about strategy. Freeman's told me it's going to be dry the whole way through. That's going to be interesting. And Bezos goes 5th with a 1:26.9. But as I was just thinking to myself, it's quite interesting to actually compare some of these times. There was a fantastic time yesterday in Q3 by Youngie, who did a 27.2, I believe it was. Obviously there was a lot of talk about Youngie being quick and etc, but Youngie's time in Division 1 anyway would put him around about 13th, 14th. So that's pretty impressive from Youngie, sitting where he started off, particularly last season, and even where he was at the start of this season. He found some pace, but not quite as quick as these boys, but I'm sure he won't mind that too much. With almost all the drivers making it through to Q2, it's just Caspiter with a 28.1 who was well and truly off the pace. Couldn't make it through. Evoke needs to find some pace. He couldn't really set a representative lap by the look of it. Kept spinning. So you need to try and put that together in Q2. Anyway, thanks to the 14 viewers we have at the minute. I'm aware there's a big stream going on F1 2019 on Twitch as things stand, so to be competing with that is a bit of a tricky one, considering Lando Norris had about 68,000 viewers last time I looked. But I'll take 14. Can't complain. And so are the boys readying up. Readying their engines. Kolka's going to be the first one to start us off. What tyres is everyone going to be on at the minute? It's a bit of a split. Not sure these guys have actually changed their tyres yet. The Mercedes and a Toro Rosso out. Evoque on the softs. Bottas on the mediums. Okay, interesting strategies. Sorry folks, take a quick call. Apologies for that. Oh, Kolka, just as we come back, validates, uses the back end, almost bins it. Evoque validates. That's a disaster for him. VRT, Bottas, still going. Oh, Evoque's gone. Evoque's crashed it. Was that Jam coming round? No, it's Finger Boy. What's he done here? Oh, he's pinned it right there. He's lost it completely. So his Q1 session's carried over to Q2 by the looks of it. Bottas isn't happy. Oh, he's invalidated. He's coming in. Finger Boy starts his lap soon. Is this Freeman on an out lap? Is this Midzi on a lap here? Yeah, Midzi is on a lap. So he'll be the first person to set a time as long as he doesn't invalidate. Gennaro Club. Ooh, that was close. So 27.3 on the mediums. That's a good time. That was a very good time. Is that Bezos? Oh, I can't go up. Wouldn't let me go. But Crazed Bear up to the line. 27.5. Jamham also with a 27.5. Bezos goes fastest with 27.2. That was set on the softs. And there's Ham, just crossed the line, just missed him, also with a 27.5. So there's 3 guys here with 27.5s. Very, very little to choose between them. We've got Kolka now on another lap. Has invalidated. Oh, so she's going to be going again here. Which is not what she wants on the same set of tyres she's going to start the race on. Merck's about to start his lap. This is going to be Freeman now who's on his lap and he's not invalidated. Risen is about to start his lap. Freeman is pushing hard. Is this Finger Boy? Finger Boy is on a lap. He hasn't invalidated. He's up to the line now. Finger Boy 27.4. That's a very good time on the mediums by Finger Boy. He's beaten Jam and Ham on that tire with the same tyre there. Freeman with a 27.2 on the mediums goes fastest of the medium runners so far. Interestingly, John, a hot favourite for this race, is on the softs. It's interesting strategy call there. You've got Crazed Bear on another lap here. Is he trying to improve? Is he going to improve here? Crazed Bear, he is going to improve. He's found a tenth, almost 2 tenths. 27.4 by Crazed Bear. That's going to be a good time. I'm not sure if it's guaranteed to get him through as it's on the mediums. We'll see if any drivers change their tyre towards the end of the session. Para's invalidated, so he's going again. John's about to start his lap. There's a Haas behind him. That's Ham. He's about to start another lap. And this is Kolka, who has invalidated this lap. It's not been a great start to the session for Kolka. She'll have to try and get round. Air on Merckx goes fastest with a 27.2. Just quicker than Bez's by 2 milliseconds. Ryan Jones just missed him. He's just gone faster to 26.8. It's a fantastic time. Risen with a slow time. He's going to be pushing again here. This is Finger Boy. He is pushing now. He's starting another lap. And Crazed Bear is in. This is Jam. Jam also in. This is Para now. Para's on a push lap here. And Para Quicks with a 27.7. That's probably not going to be enough. That's definitely not going to be enough. Oh, Risen's spun. He's spun. John pits on his softs. He's going to come in and change them. We'll wait and see on that front. Anyone on our lap here? I don't think so. I think Kolka might be out of fuel. Bottas is pushing those. Kolka can... No, Kolka's going to be fine. No problems with that. Right, VRT Bottas now round club. Up to the line. Bottas second, 27.0 on the softs. Para is out on track, but he's not running. He's not pushing. I'll look after those tyres, but no need as he's not in the top 10, so he's probably going to have to come back out on the softs, and I can't imagine he'll have another set left of mediums anyway. Little lull now between sessions, or between sections of the session. Guys are going to be coming in to change these tyres, particularly the guys in the bottom 5. Well, the bottom 4 who are actually on track as things stand. Interestingly, Bottas is pushing again on this set of tyres, which is risky strategy considering he's going to start the race on these tyres. Oh, not anymore, he's not. Somehow that didn't invalidate him, but still got it in hot lap. Oh no, he's 10 seconds down his time. He's just thought he was pushing, but he wasn't really pushing that much. A lot of guys coming back out. On the track now. John and Kolka back out on the track. Is that Midzi on an outlap? Midzi is on an outlap on the soft, so he's not confident with the time he did on the medium. So at the minute, only Fingerboy and Ham left on the mediums. Interesting to see what's going to happen here. If everyone's going to go to the soft strategy to try and get through to Q3 or not. But we'll ride on board here with our championship leader, whose time on the mediums was definitely not good enough. 27.5. He's back out on the softs now and looking to go again. Right, Jamham now up to the line, starts his lap. Takes lovely lines through there. Nice lines now onto the Wellington straight. Opens the DRS, keeps it in overtake to reach that maximum top speed. Now going to Brooklands, he's gone purple in the first sector as Jamham. That's what he's going to want to see. Into Cops now. Not quite flat, almost. Takes it lovely though. Really, really nice lines through here. He's in overtaking now, he's in hot lap. And he's really pushing, not trying to save any ERS for the end of the lap. He's pushing all the way here. Jam with a... Wow, he's up half a second at the minute. Purple again in the middle sector. We could see the fastest time so far right now. Into Stowe. Quite a wide line. But he keeps the wheels on track. Or two of them anyway. Yellow flags for someone going slow. No issues there. Jamham now through club and up to the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 1:26.6 by Jam. That's the fastest time we've seen so far. And he's really pushed the boat out now. How can Kolka respond to this? She needs a good lap here. She's not invalidated. She's pushing now Kolka with a 26.7. Kolka's really on the pace so far. Rislan, unbelievable time. 1:26.5. Where has that come from? Midzi with a 1:26.5. We're seeing some track evolution here. ARL Merckx is up the line, and I think he's invalidated, so he's going again. A lot of drivers now starting laps and getting up the line. Paraquick's just started his lap. He needs to improve. Fingerboy's on an outlap. Craze Bear's on an outlap. Hamjam in the bottom 5 as things stand. That would be a shock if he was out of qualifying, but he's back on the track now. Into Brooklands. Hamjam definitely was not purple in that first sector. It says he's on an outlap, but that's definitely not true. That's another game glitch. Into Cops. That looked flat. Couldn't quite tell for sure, but it looked like he'd done that flat. So three guys, in fact, sorry, John's actually done a 26.5. We've missed that with all the craziness just a few minutes ago. But 3 guys have broken the 26.5 barrier. That's what Smoke predicted the Div 2 pole would be. He wasn't too far off. I think it was 26.6, but we finally broken that little barrier. Hamjam now up to the line, or into club. Sorry, Rislan's retired in the pits. He knows he's going to be fine with that time. Merckx is retired. That's interesting. Ham 7th, 26.7. Merckx is retired because he couldn't get back out again. So Merckx is His chances are hanging in the balance here. Freeman could knock him out here. Freeman is going to knock him out here. Freeman goes 5th. Aaron Merckx out of qualifying. Bezos needs to find some time. He is up on his time. He's going to have to find some more as the lap carries on. Bottas is in trouble. Ryan Jones is on a lap. He's going to be okay. Crazed Bear is finished for the session. Hamjam and Bottas could be in trouble here with 3 guys on track. Fingerboy up to the line. It's now or never. Fingerboy improves, goes 9th. Pushes Bottas out of qualifying. Ryan Jones is really going to have to improve here. He's up a little bit. He might put Fingerboy in some trouble. He does. He swaps places with Fingerboy. So Fingerboy can't do anything about it now. It's down to Bezos and Para, both of the Red Bull drivers. They're both up on their time. Para's going to have to find a lot more time there by the look of it. But Bezos might knock Fingerboy out here. But he's going to have to find some time. There's a slight mistake there as Jamham goes fastest. And Bezos, oh, he's just missed out. Oh no, he hasn't actually. It was just under 2 tenths. There's a bit of a gap there between Fingerboy and 10th, but Para, who's found half a second here, he's gonna have to find another 4 or 5 tenths in this final sector. I don't think it's gonna be it. He might beat Merckx, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Para 11th. Oh, he found a lot of time in the final sector. He's only half a tenth away from Fingerboy, but both of the Red Bulls are out of Q2, as is VRT Bottas, who did not come back out. But I don't think he would have been expecting what actually happened at one point. I think with about 2 minutes left of the session, he was 2nd. So that's a bit of a shame for him. Aaron Merckx, just don't think he got a lap together when he needed it to retired in the pits. I think he was a bit frustrated with himself in Evoke. Obviously binned it at the start of the session. But Jamham with the fastest time we've seen in SLR so far with a 26.3. Oh no! Oh no! Jamham's out of qualifying. The AI have just caught that on stream. The AI of Jamham has just absolutely battered the rear of Ryan Jones. Unbelievable. Well, that doesn't surprise me, as some of you will be aware that happened to me on Friday's race. Incredible. Absolute drama here. Jamham, who set the fastest time by quite a way, especially in Q2, is out of Q3. I mean, I'm glad we caught that on stream. That was chaotic. Wow. Quite interesting. The game must have some sort of issue, particularly with that part of the track. That's where I lost. That's where my car crashed itself under AI. Let's try and get It's Me Will into this lobby. He's ready to go. If the game will actually let me. What is going on here? Right, let's try. Right, into Q3, we've only got 9 runners. That is a shame. Jamham's chances of making it 5 in a row are in deep trouble. I swear I just saw 3 Ferraris leave the pits. That was crazy. Bit of a glitch. Another problem to add to the growing list of issues with this game. Apologies, folks. Right on board with Kolka, who yet again is the first one out. Obviously everyone's going to be on the softs. This is going to be interesting now. Obviously we saw Jem with a 26.3 in the last session. Crazily, he is out of qualifying due to a stupid game glitch. Another issue with this game. I think it's getting to a point where if you have a clean lobby with no internet connection or no internet issues or no game glitches, then it's a miracle. Absolutely shocking game. That's going to be Kolka's lap invalidate. Oh wow, got away with it. Oh no, she's lifting off. It doesn't tell me that she's invalidated, but she's definitely backed out of the lap. We're going to go to Midzi. Who is pushing? He's in a... Wow, he's found some pace here. This is going to be a good time by the look of it from Midzi. He's got... If he can find some more time in this third sector. Doesn't invalidate even though he goes wide. Kolka's going to go again, by the way. By the look of it, Midzi's coming in. Not quite sure what's happened there. Kolka's was invalidated even though the game wasn't telling me. Sorry folks, bear with me. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'll leave you with Kolka. Apologies for that, folks. I could just see my internet bars were messing up on my phone. I just wanted to quickly check that everything was okay. The last thing I want is another stream issue. But we're in between runs. Got John on an outlap. Kolka also on an outlap, but Ham is on a push lap here. Gonna ride on board with him. We'll see how he gets on. He's definitely going to be looking to capitalise on the fact that his brother Jamham is not in the session. We'll see how he gets on here. Near flat through Cops. He's still got plenty of ELRS left. And there you go, Hamjam sets the benchmark at 26.3. Almost like the same time as his brother. I can't remember exactly if that's quicker or not. But he really has set the benchmark here. John is on a lap. I really want to see this now. John and Kolka both on laps. Kolka's found a 10th so far. John is only just up. This is going to get really tight here. John's got some fantastic pace. Can we see it in this and the final sector? He's found a 10th and a half here. Has John at the minute. That's going to put him pole. Kolka invalidates. John improves, but not enough. He lost it in the final sector. He was up on his time. Freeman starts his lap. This is his one and only shot. He's got a lot more pace to find than this. Risen's definitely got some pace. Can he improve on this? Midsy's just started his lap now. Crazed Bear's gone fastest, a 26.343. Crazed Bear, so far, he is on pole. Fingerboy now starts his lap. Hamjam is coming to start his lap now. So far, Crazed Bear is on pole. Incredible drama so far in Division 1. Crazed Bear's not on a push lap, so that's definitely the best he's got. Can these guys improve? John can't. That's it for John. John's finished. He's going to be third at best. Hamjam is on a lap now. Can he improve in the first sector? He's just up on his time. He's going to have to find a little bit more than that. At the minute, Crazed Bear's going to take pole. Rizzle's on a lap. He's found some pace as well. Freeman also is. Oh, Freeman's found 3/10 here. Freeman could well take pole here. SLR Freeman with his fresh gamer tag. Into club. SLR Freeman now up to the line. What can he do? Freeman. He goes pole with a 26.2. Unbelievable time. Rizzle. 26.4 goes 5th. Kolka's finished for the session. Midsy goes 2nd with a 26.3. Crazed Bear. It's all down to Hamjam now. Can he find a 10th in these final corners? Gets the power down ham jam. No. He improves, but it's not enough. That's going to be that, folks. That's it. SLR Freeman takes pole here in Division 1. Safe to say Jam Ham's not going to be happy about that. I think he would definitely had some time to find, but there you have it. Freeman, Midzy, Crazed Bear with a fantastic lap, puts himself third. Ham Jam fourth. John will be probably disappointed with fifth. Rizal and Kolka will probably be disappointed with 6th and 7th as well. They definitely had some pace. Good lap from Fingerboy, who had exactly the same time as Kolka. Not quite sure how it works out in terms of him being 8th in comparison to Kolka. Maybe whoever set theirs first, I'm not too sure. And some more AI carnage here we're catching as another Renault is trying to batter another Toro Rosso. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. But the gaps between these guys are incredible. And yet we're looking at it again. The difference between them is absolutely nothing. Freeman in first and Fingerboy in 9th. The gap is less than 3/10. That is unbelievable driving from all of these guys. Ryan Jones will be very disappointed with his 27.1, which is still a respectable time, of course, but definitely had more pace to find. Probably just couldn't get a lap together. Can't remember if he was restricted to one run or not, but there we have it, folks. SLR Freeman takes pole. Midzy and Crazed Bear on the top 3 with him. I'm going to load up the stream chat now, guys, if I can. I don't want to hear myself. But get your suggestions in. Who is going to win this race? Is Jamham going to come from 10th and take the win? Is he going to win 5 in a row? Pole time in Div 2, Liam, was a 26.6, I believe, off the top of my head. "24 people watching as things stand. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you're new around here, make sure you follow us. If you've been watching qualifying, if you're new or you've been around here before, or if you're a driver, who's going to win this race? I want to know. Iceman Liam says double Ferrari podium. I'm going to go Jam Ham for the win, of course. Maybe this is one race too far, though. If he gets that kind of luck in the race. Well, he's definitely had the luck on his side lately. Apart from that qualifying session. Sprightly, of course, the biased Ferrari driver himself. Says Ferrari 1-2. Wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. They've both got pace. Smoke says John for the win. To stick with Alpha. I mean, with my Alpha hat on, yeah, of course I hope he wins, but I'm not sure if he will. He's definitely not had the best pace around here, but as he said before, his quali pace is nowhere near as good as his race pace. And we're off for the formation lap. Unfortunately, by the look of it, It's Me Will hasn't been able to make it in, even though he joined in qualifying, and he was definitely on there on my screen. He might have gone on someone else's, but I didn't see him leave the session. That's a shame. That was a real shame. It's very, very nice, though, to have a lobby not interrupted by some form of glitch. Although it probably was some sort of glitch that meant Will couldn't get in. Or didn't put his car in there, even though he was in the lobby. We've not had to reset. The guys are on the same tyres that they set their laps on in Q2. So to quickly have a look at that, all of the top 10 are on softs. Jamham's really got his work cut out now. Probably one of the worst places you can be. He's on used tyres. But he's right at the back of the grid in terms of the top 10, sorry. He's not at the back of the grid, he's at the back of the top 10. Here we have it. We're lining up now. Evoke and Caspita are in place. Paro's the last one. We've got a nice little view here. Freeman's going to lead us off. How good can his start be? Oh, Craze Bear's jumped the start. Incredible drama already, Craze Bear, and he's not been able to capitalise on it either. But Midzi leads into turn 1. Freeman's gone wide. Craze Bear up to P2. John and Hammer battling here. Rizzone's up to P4. He's definitely capitalised on that. John sticks his nose in up the inside. He's going to get that back. Oh no, he's at a poor exit though. Colker and Fingerboy going side to side. Bezzers and Caspita going side to side. Bezzers down 2 places. Bottas is up 2. But Crazed Bear's going to have a drive-through penalty. The guy in P2 after his fantastic qualified session. And it's all gone to pot. Hamjam's had a bad start. He's down 2. He's fighting wheel to wheel with Rizal. He's definitely had a good start. He's up 1. John is where he was, but Freeman's had a shocking start. He's down 2. He's going to get P2 back when Crazed Bear pits, but at the minute, Midsy's got a 1 second lead. Is Crazed Bear going to come in here? We shall see. We've got a lot of cars going side to side down in the hangar straight now. Bottas looking for a move on Jamham. Jamham is where he was. He hasn't got any damage by the look of it. Bottas going up the inside. Bottas sends it. Oh, he's tagged Colker. He's definitely going to have damage. Colker's going to have gone round. Well, Colker has gone partially round, but she's lost out big time here. Absolute carnage in the midfield. A vote looking to go around the outside of Bezzers, and he tips the back of Bottas. Oh, and a vote's gone round 2. And he's on the racing line. Oh, and who's hit Merckx? I'm pretty sure he's just Merckx has just gone into him. Obviously, I don't think a vote could have done anything about that. But Merckx is gone. Surely we have got a safety car. Absolute carnage here. A vote hit the back of Bottas. It was absolutely mental 10-20 seconds of racing there. Bottas completely outbrake himself trying to go up the inside of Jamham, and he hit the back of Colker and partially spun her by the look of it. And then in his fight with Bezzers or Para, I think it was at turn 1, pretty sure it was Para. The line he was on meant Bottas probably couldn't go full speed around there, and because of that, Evoke hit the back of him. And then Evoke spun, and it looked like wasn't completely able to catch it, but Evoke's car just lying there, just cleaned out ARL Merckx, and it's a shame. Merckx is another DNF for him. It's a real disaster for him. One thing we haven't able to capture in that moment of absolute madness is Crazed Bear still hasn't served his drive-through penalty. I don't know if he'll be able to serve it under safety car. Someone could tell me differently. I don't think he is. I could be wrong. I could get proven wrong here. Yeah. There you go. Midsy's pitting. Midsy's pitting. The race leader pits. John now takes the lead. Is what I'm about to say. John's going to have taken Freeman at some point, but John's now taken the lead of the race. Crazed Bear's in. So many drivers pitting here. Are they going on to the hards? How many guys are going to be double stacking here? Midsy pits. He's not getting a wing change, but he's going onto the hard tyres. Ryan Jones pits. Hamjam pits. Crazed Bear pits. Bottas, Colker, Para, Caspita, Jamham and Bezzers. Anavoke, they're all pitting. What tyres are they going on? Colker, Caspita and Bottas, all on the mediums. Why are they pitting now? Unless they had damage. Bottas definitely would have had damage from his collision with Colker. But interestingly now, Midsy, Ham, Crazed Bear, Ryan Jones, Para and Jam all on the hards that are all able to get to the end of the race, especially with a couple of laps on safety car to help them out. They can all make it to the end of the race on these hards. They won't be very fun to drive on at the end of the race, but they can definitely get there. They don't want to burn them out now when they're just gently catching up to the pack. That would be a bit stupid. But here we go. John is right on the back of the safety car. Freeman's very, very close, as is Rizal. But have these guys missed a trick? Casper's pitting again here. Has he got damage? Casper's just pitted. Is he going to put hards on? He is putting hards on. And he's either a glitch or he's serving a penalty. It looks like he served a penalty there. But there you go. Caspit has conceded some track position to be able to go to the end. Some of these guys, Bottas and Kolka, I think they might definitely have made a mistake in putting the tyres on here. Bezos and Bottas. What's going on there? Overtaken just under safety car? Not quite sure what happened there. Is he going to be in this lap or are we going to go another one? 4 guys up top, all on the softs, all yet to pit. Those softs aren't going to be too happy after a few more laps. Obviously, several of these laps would have been under safety car, but I can't think around another 5-6 more laps. They're still not going to be very happy. Have they missed a trick? Obviously, they'll have a lot fresher tyres than the boys who are taking hards to the end. But are they going to be able to catch up? Because the length of a pit stop here is about 30 seconds, isn't it? It's a long pit straight. Safety car is in. John is bunching the pack up now. When's he gonna go? Now. He's gone. Ryan Jones and Parrott already making moves. Who's gonna go up the inside here? No one. Oh, look, a little bit of tap in here. These boys now on the softs really need to pull away from the hards. Oh no, that's a disaster for Rosell. Absolute disaster. He's rejoined the track in P7. Bottas and Bezos going at it side by side. So Rosell and his tyres clearly weren't warm enough. He completely lost it there. Kolka and Craze Bear. Sorry, not Kolka, Craze Bear and Ham Jam. Sorry, going to wheel. Both of these on fresh hards. Ham stays in front. Freeman's keeping John honest here. But these guys on these hards have really got to go. On these softs have really got to go to make up for their time that they're going to lose. Very interesting strategy calls now. Go to wheel and Maggots and Beckett's here, Rosell and Craze Bear. Jam's got to move on Para here. Para had a poor exit. Jam's going to have some better straight line speed just about. No DRS yet. Jam's going to make that move up the inside. Para's going to go for a switchback though. He's got a nice run here as Para. And there's boys are pitting. Rosell's pitting. Who else is pitting? Craze Bear's pitting. He must have damage. But Rosell's pitting. Absolute disaster for him. He's completely got his strategy wrong by the look of it. But Jamham's making a couple of moves now. He's up 3 spaces now. He's 3 places, sorry. He's into P7. Fingerboy had a fantastic race so far. He's up 5 spaces, but he's going to have to pit. And he's not sure if he's had a bit of a blunder with his strategy or not, as was Freeman or John. But we'll see. But Freeman is very, very close to the back of John here. It's lovely little heli view here. 28 viewers at the minute. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Really loving the interaction I'm seeing in the stream chat at the minute. Look at this fantastic camera angle we're getting here of these guys battling. Freeman is right on the back of John. As soon as the DRS opens, we're going to see something. Oh, we've got a collision. It's Bottas. He's in the gravel. He's involved in everything at the minute is VRT Bottas. That collision with Kolka. The collision with the Vogue, and now he has lost it. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. His tyres are going to be screaming, and he's on a fresh set of mediums as well. It's going to be a tricky one for him. Now, Caspitter's round. He's lost it. Your tyres are not going to be happy with you if you do that. Ryan Jones had a good start. He started P9 after a disappointing qualifying in Q3 anyway. Jam Ham, who was robbed by the AI, is on his tail. DRS is now available, particularly for the likes of Freeman, who's within a second of John. I'm going to be looking to close the gap. Midsy's on the fresh hards, but he is in a prime position to take the lead. Well, he is in prime position to take the lead once these top three pit. Whether he can maintain it with old hards in comparison to fresh mediums after these guys pit is yet to be seen. But taking the mediums to the end is difficult. Soft to medium is difficult. More difficult than medium to soft, just because of the weight of the car and the amount of fuel that weighs the car down at the start of the race, and means that drivers have to pit a lot earlier than they would if it was a different strategy. But Jamham's got past Ryan Jones. I'm not sure if that was strategic, if Ryan let him go to save time, but Jamham is making his way through, and he's not that far off Midsy, who's probably in the net lead of the race. He's only, well, about 3 seconds off Midsy. So Jamham's sights of making it 5 in a row are still alive and kicking here. Freeman and John going at it. John, for a second I thought he was pitting, which would have been very, very early, unless he put the hards on. But Jam now a second off his brother Ham Jam. He's going to be pushing both these guys under the same roof as we speak. It's going to be interesting. Had a little conversation with Ham this week about battling with his brother and what it was like. He said it was always fair and respectful. I hope it remains that way if these two have a bit of a battle down the line. But Ham is closing up here. Sorry, Jam is closing up here. Easy to get the two confused. He's going to have DRS. So welcome to the Britain DRS train. That was the theme of the race on Friday night. I can guarantee you that. I can't say for certain yesterday, but I'd imagine so. Freeman not making that many inroads into John. Gap staying around 7 or 8 tenths. Midsy's put 2 seconds on Ham Jam, who is definitely falling back from him. And Jam, Ryan Jones and Para and Kolka, it's becoming a little bit of a train. Bottas has left the session. That's not good. That must be an internet issue. I will try my best to get him back in as we see Jam closing in on Ham here. Ham's not got DRS to protect himself as he's 2 and a bit seconds off Midsy. Jam is right on the back of his brother here. This could get interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. Let me quickly try and get VRT Bottas back in the game before anything happens here. VRT Bottas. Let's see what we can do. Anyway, Jam right behind him here. They've both got similar levels of ERS. But I think Jam might get a move done here. Ham's running in none on his ERS. He's not bothered about this. He's not interested in fighting whatsoever. Jam gets past him with ease. Interesting, because these two are both battling for the same track now. They're both on the same strategy. What was the thinking there for Ham letting him go? He's running high now. He's definitely trying to keep with him. Whether he can get him... He can stay with Jam and they can drag each other along and try and get closer to Midsy in the net lead of this race after these guys at the top pit. Freeman and John very close together up the top here. They're kind of left finger boy at the minute. He's having a bit of a lonely race as things stand, but there's still 16, 17 laps to go. But here you go. Here's the midfield train. Bessis is not far off joining on the back of this. So that stems from Jam in P5 all the way back to Bezos now in P10. Evokes had a decent race after shocking qualifying. He did not have a great session, but he's in 11th. He's up 4 places. He's still 4.5 seconds off the points. Still got plenty of time to sort that out. Nothing from Bottas as things stand. Got a message from Evoke. Not quite sure what he's saying. Messages are down. Fantastic Xbox. Let me just try and get Bottas in again. Not quite sure what's happening. No luck at the minute. Oh, Xbox is not having it. No. Won't let me invite. Interesting. Anyway, we'll cut back to the action. Kolka's right on the back of Paro here. Paro's going to have DRS to protect himself down the straight. Kolka is close. And she's coming. Probably not going to be close enough. No, put it into none. Very close to Paro. And here you go. They've pitted. John and Freeman both pit at the same time. This is going to get interesting. The gap is a second as Midzi takes the lead of the race. He's not going to be pitting now. And what's the gap going to be? And they put the mediums on. 16 laps on those mediums is not going to be overly fun. And they come out almost as you were. Fingerboy pits as well. They're all in formation here. And what's the gap going to be to the leader? It's going to be a significant gap. With 15 laps to go. They are at least 20 seconds behind Midzi. He's not going to have to pit again. A lovely little camera there. Ham sticking right on the back of Jam. Virtual safety car. What's happened here? Caspita's retired. Let me quickly try and get Bottas in. Let's try again. That's another invite for Bottas. The VSC will help the guys like Midzi, Jam, Ham to save some ERS. Won't be able to see what's happened to Caspita, unfortunately. But Roseln is well and truly in last place. He's had a shocker. Not had a good race at all. Right, we are green. Let's get the intervals up again. Ham is well and truly sticking it on the back of Jam, who's not really been able to close that gap to Midzi by a significant margin. At the minute, Midzi is leading this race, and he's the difference between Jam and 5 wins in a row. Saying that Midzi definitely lost some time there, but look a bit. Definitely lost the back end a little bit. He only lost 2 tenths in that particular corner. So Jam's found 3 tenths so far this lap. And these guys are all taking each other along. It's going to be hard for these boys who've just pitted, John, Freeman and Fingerboy, to work their way back up the pack, especially as those mediums aren't much fun. Towards the end of their life, Para and Kolka have changed positions. Para, I think, has made a mistake somewhere. I wonder if Ham will be regretting letting his brother go. Craze Bear and Bottas, they're at it again, these two. Those of you who watched the stream last week will remember the battle these two had. But is Bottas in the game? That's the real question. We'll give him one more invite, and if he doesn't join, then I think that's going to be it. He's not here by the look of it. He's had another invite, but whether it works or not remains to be seen. Bottas can't seem to get in. John has got a Vogue. Got yellows in sector 3. I'm not quite sure what that's for. But Jam is slowly bringing this gap down. 2.2 is the difference now. Slowly reeling Midzi in. He's got 12 laps to go. Evoke with a red cross above his name. Oh, that's not good. Let's try and get him in. Maybe that's what his message was. Sorry, I couldn't see your message, mate. As he gets overtaken by Freeman, these guys now on the mediums, fresh mediums, are starting to slowly make their way through the pack. As things stand, it's as you were. John and Freeman have still got, well, John in particular has still got a way to go to catch up with these boys at the front who pitted for hards. But their tyres are going to be really painful to drive on at the end of the race. It's going to be very interesting to see if they can catch up. But maybe the strategy to pit under safety car could be an absolute worldie. Midzi hasn't got a lot of BRS. Jam's got a little bit more, as Ham's got a decent amount, and so has Ryan Jones. He's on for a very good result at the minute. After a disappointing quali, Kolka's on for a good result, good points at the minute, but she's going to be wanting to overtake some of these guys soon. But we're not seeing an overly lot of raciness, if you want to call it that, from these guys. Whether they're all just trying to work together to bring Midzi towards them or not, I don't know. Interestingly, Kolka is on 12-lap-old medium, so they don't have a lot of life left in them, and she's still got 11 laps to go, and that's going to be tricky. She might pit for softs at some point soon, but that's going to be a challenge to get, well, it's probably going to be near impossible to get where she was. Ariel Merckx, who sadly crashed out on lap 2, I think it was. Finally leaves the session. Kolka with a penalty, we just saw that. There you go then. What's the difference in straight line speed between these two? Finally, there you go. Jamham breaks the 2-second gap to Midzi. 1.9 now is the gap. They're slowly getting him. 1.8 now. Midzi's very low on his ERS. Jam's pretty low as well. Actually, they're both very, well, funny a little bit now in this part of the track, but at one point they were both quite low. Ham's got a lot of ERS. He's probably saving it to make a move on his brother if he needs it. Maybe he's just giving him a chance to bring Midzi closer to him. But yeah, not a lot's going on actually at the minute, guys. It's just as you were. We're just trying to keep an eye on John and Freeman, see how they're making their way through the pack. John has left Freeman really. Since they pitted, he's put almost 4 seconds on him. Freeman's not really been able to stay with him. And John is on a pursuit. Here on a hot pursuit. Oh, we've been logged out. Disaster. I've just been kicked out of the race. Xbox has just gone down. Oh, wow. I think Xbox has gone down for everyone, folks. I don't know if you can still hear me or not. It's all gone. Xbox has just had an absolute meltdown. Unbelievable scenes. Bear with me, I'll try and get some of the drivers in. We'll see what they say. I don't know if this is going to work. I think Xbox is gone, folks. I think that's going to be that, folks. I've just got the confirmation from the lads that there's going to be a rerun. There's going to be a rerun next week. And well, there we have it. Out of absolutely nowhere.